Hello there everybody, this is Graham, also known as the Collector75, and welcome to another Transformers third party review. For this one, this is a long overdue video. I should have done this one a long time ago. This is of course Fanstoys number 3, QUAKEWAVE. I've got to admit, when I first saw the pictures, especially the gun mode, I wasn't actually that interested in it, and I'm still not overly impressed with the gun mode. It's a lot better than I actually seen in pictures and other people's reviews. But after seeing the robot mode is absolutely faultless, really, and that's why I actually got this, and I'm so glad I did. I think it's actually a little hard to come by these days. I could be wrong on that one, but there we go. Yeah, let's take a quick look at the box first of all. Of course, this is a pretty good box from Fanstoys here. This is some nice artwork there. Obviously, you come to the back of the box. It's got some more rendering of the actual figure that you're getting inside. It does, of course, have the sort of like the solid hands and the gun there. This was a first run figure, so this one had the clear hands. But this is, of course, this is actually, I should have, well, I wish I could have got my original G1 Shockwave to do a size comparison with, but it's literally probably the exact same size gun mode. Though I did prefer the original G1 because obviously the back end here was slightly more angled. This just looks like a big block on the back, and for me it just detracts from it slightly. The gun barrel isn't too bad. It only detracts from this because obviously you've got all the little hinge parts from where it turns inside out and fits on his back. Other than that, you can't really actually fault the gun mode, really. It's pretty much almost all identical to his original G1. Which he's based on, obviously, which is called Shockwave. I don't believe I've actually said that. Right, anyway, so this is gun mode. It's pretty good. It does light up. It's got a little switch under here. I did put the batteries in. They are a little bit hard to find the correct ones, but it will light up in there. It's not too bad. It doesn't make any sounds like the original one. Not even too bad, actually. From a long distance away, you can imagine transforming and taking someone out, which is pretty cool. There we go, we're going to turn that off now. Right, just before I move on, I'm going to show you some of the other things that I did buy for it. Well, he does come with his little instruction manual, of course, which is pretty good, pretty easy to transform, really. It's only a little finicky in one or two places. I'll probably have loads of trouble with it. But I did buy the other accessories that you could buy that you would have got on later run figures. If you'd have bought a second run or third run, it would have come with these, which are the solid hands, but I did buy those for about $5 from somewhere in Japan or China. So it's about 2 or 3 quid, really, not too bad. And then I got the arm section as well. This so you can correct the hose, because obviously on this toy it's on the top of his arm, but on like the cartoon and everything it was on the bottom. So you can replicate that. It's pretty cool. It's just got some screws to go in there, and then obviously this, when you transform it, it just rotates in the centre section there, which is pretty cool. If I can get around to it, I'll do a separate video when I install them. But if not, yeah. Just look out for it in the future. If it turns up, then you know I've done it. Right, so anyway, so this is QUAKEWAVE, and it's pretty cool. I do like the gun mode, well, a lot more than I did when I first got it. Anyway, right, so let's transform this quickly. Isn't that hard to transform? First of all, you just take the barrel section and just sort of split it here, just take it off there, and then all we're going to do with this is just rotate it. Basically, you're going to turn it inside out. Pretty much just like this. And that sort of fits together like that. You want to give it a sort of square sort of look. That will then flip down, and then we're left to that, which is a square sort of box. And that is going to go on his back. And then the next thing we need to do is probably these legs. Now these legs give me a little bit of jip when I was originally transforming this. We're going to take the gun sights first of all, move that up and rotate it like that. Then we are going to, now he has a little bit of a midsection extension. If you can pull it out, there we go. Then you need to unclip this little bit here, which also, like some people do, you could double up as the trigger, but I don't like that. Anyway, right, once you've disconnected that slightly, you can just tab that and go and tab that right away. Then we're going to pull these legs out now. These didn't really want to collapse too well. Oh, there we go. I wish there was a little button to release them. That would have been pretty better, because I hate doing things like that. Anyway, right, once you've extended the legs, and they do click nicely into place, just separate them. Then we're going to rotate the legs at the top of the thigh, like that. And we're going to come around to the front of the robot. The next thing you need to do is to reposition these. Now this has to come around this way first before you can start bending that down. It's on a little ratchet. You tuck that all the way in, and it should tab back into place. So you come back around to this one. Just start rotating it around first of all. Then you can rotate that down, and it sort of like just clicks into place. Eventually it will. Because you've got so much die cast metal, it ends up being a little on the heavy side. Yeah. Oh, look at that, the first one went in, now this one don't want to go in. There we go. No. Ah, I know what I've done wrong. I haven't flipped these up. There we go. I've almost got to flip those bits up. Ah, that's better. So I'll probably have to take that out. No, that's all right. There we go. So we come back, and there's the legs. Right, so we're going to then extend the feet. And he has a nice little heel spurt just tucked in the back there. Just rotate that out. Again on this one. Nice die cast toes here. Oh, it's out. I bloody put it back in. Right, and there's his legs done. We'll just sort them out like that. And that is him almost complete, believe it or not. Up the top here, we are just going to slide this little gun back into position. Separate it. That's it, just rotate these around like that. Oh, that's it. Actually, probably want to rotate it this way. That's it. Rotate that up. Make sure that's in position. Then, if you keep the arms up, he's just got a little tab just under here on both sides, and that allows you to flip down the chest section and reveal the head. And again, that will just rotate upwards. Get it in position. Close the tabs back up, and that is all that in position. Rotate that arm down. Rotate this arm down and around. Then obviously this just unclips from here, and we can spin his hand around. We've got his hand, there we go, and all these little fingers are on their own ball joints. The little forefinger, so the index finger is pretty loose. The other ones are pretty stiff. But there we go. But that is basically your. Oh, I almost forgot this bit. Got to flip that sights just downwards. That's it. So the first thing we do is just rotate this just down a little bit, and then that just fits snugly onto the back. Just push it in. That fits nicely down on the top there. Then we just push that back up there. And then that is Shockwave in his robot mode, and this is a fantastic robot mode. The head's on a ball joint. It has a great head sculpt, if I can just bring it in here. I put a nice Decepticon insignia on him there. And then the best thing about it, of course, is it does light up. I've got a little... Getting that bloody battery in there is a bit of a sod, I can tell you that. But it is absolutely brilliant. Look at that, it lights up. It's probably a little bit too bright, to be honest with you. Yeah, there we go, turn that off. But that is brilliant. I mean, you've got articulation, all the fingers, the elbow joints, shoulders, and the legs have got loads of articulation. You've got ratchet ease. The feet are on swivel points, so you can put them in loads of decent poses. It is absolutely brilliant. You can put, he's got his little skirt bits out to the side, so you can move the legs out to the side. It is fantastic. This is a masterpiece representation of Shockwave. I can't actually say enough just how much I rate this figure. And then just to give you a good size comparison, we'll bring in a couple of other masterpiece figures. It looks pretty damn cool there with Soundwave. And then just to recreate something out of the old comics that we bring in. Oh, there we go. Let me just bring in Optimus Prime. Oh, there we go. So I'm just going to rearrange my seats here. There we go. So we put Soundwave to the back over there. And it's Shockwave. And there he is with MP10 Optimus Prime. He just scales absolutely perfectly well with all the masterpiece figures. you can't fault this figure. If you can pick one up, I strongly advise you to, if you love the Masterpiece. And I love the scale of the new Masterpiece figures. I didn't like it at first, especially because I bought the MP01, and then obviously they brought another Optimus Prime, which is actually more expensive and smaller, but actually better, to be honest. I'm looking forward to the X-Transbots version of their Masterpiece Megatron. That looks pretty cool. I want to see the quality on that first, though. But if it's pretty good, if it's anywhere near as good as Shockwave here, yeah, that's a definite purchase. Yeah. Right, well, there you go. I can't recommend this figure highly enough. I did want to show you one more thing before I move on, actually. I was supposed to have shown this ages ago, but I just never got round to it. This is a knockoff Creo Devastator that I bought. It's pretty cool, actually. This sort of usually resides just on my son's shelf, really. You can't really do too much with it at the moment. But yeah, but it is pretty cool. It's just one of those things you put on your shelf as an oddity. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I do like Creo, and I had to get that when I saw it. I got that off Sir Toys. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to put the rack over there. Right, anyway, so this has been Graham, the Collector 75. I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.